Hello, this is Shar from The Real Kitchen for Real People. And I know it's been a minute since I've come on, but I hope all is well and your guys are staying safe. Today we're going to feature homemade tacos. And this is my spin on how to make a fabulous taco. And it tastes terrific, it's easy and delicious. So first thing you want to do in my skillet, as you can see, I have my garlic. I spray my pan and put like a half a teaspoon of oil in the pan and heat it up and chopped up 3 cloves of garlic. When you start smelling the garlic, immediately add your 1 pound of ground beef, which is I'm fixing to do that now. I have 1 pound of ground beef, and I use the 93% because I don't like a lot of fat in mine, but you can use whatever you want. But you just crumble that up in there. And your meat and your fire is on medium heat. Okay? And what you're gonna do is brown this. Stir it up so your garlic can kind of blend in. It won't be at the bottom and get burnt, because the worst thing you want to do is burn garlic. Garlic does not take very long to activate those flavors. But if you do happen to burn it, just, hey, trash it and start over. But you do not want to use it if it's scorched. But as you can see, I'm turning it up, stirring it up in there, and kind of breaking the ground beef down as it cooks. Okay. And I'm a taco lover. And every Tuesday I try to have some kind of taco. I love Mexican food. It's one of my favorites. I think I can eat some kind of Mexican food every day if I was able to do that, but I'm not. It'll be a little bit too much beef and stuff. But today is Tuesday, so we decided we're going to have Taco Tuesday. And in the meantime, I'm going to put I got some black beans cooking. I know you can buy them in the can, but my husband likes them dry, and then he makes them himself. So that's his thing over there, is those black beans to go with the tacos. But we're going to focus on the tacos. Okay. Okay. While that's browning, you want to chop up your onions. And you're going to use either a small onion or half of a very large onion. And you just chop it up. There ain't no certain way. Just chop it up in your beef. Okay, yes, you just chop your onions up in here. Like I said, it don't matter how. Just cut them up in there. If you like onions. If you don't like onions, don't add onions. And just serve them at the, at the end, and people can add onions as they please. But this is always a favorite of ours, and it's tasty. And also, if you have teenagers or something that enjoy cooking, this is a recipe that you can share, that you adults can share and assist them with making them. Or they can do the after part after the meat is done and dress it. And it's fun to dress. Me and my family, we have all kind of toppings on it, so it's just whatever your preference is on your toppings. You can serve it with cheese, lettuce, tomato, sour cream. We've had it with guacamole and salsa. And you can serve it in the hard taco shells or the soft ones, or both. And then sometimes my kids would use it as to make nachos. The same beef meat recipe. So you can do a lot with this. You can prepare this beef recipe, this taco meat recipe in advance, you know, so you won't have to do everything at the last minute. You can just have this already ready, and I store it sometime in my sandwich bags, and you can just take out what you want to use, put it in the freezer. It freezes good. So it's just up to you how you want to prepare. But I kind of like to prepare in advance to keep your cooking time down some in the kitchen, so you won't be in here all day. You just kind of cook smart. Okay, and you see how that is. It's brown. Now don't let it get real dry, but it's brown like that. So now what we're gonna do is add the seasonings to this. I'm gonna turn my fire down to low, medium low. And I'm going to add my seasonings. First I want to add about a teaspoon of black pepper. All of these I tell you is going to probably be a teaspoon. Okay. A teaspoon of cumin. Okay. And then I'm going to use a teaspoon of my cayenne pepper. Give it a little kick, not too hot though. Okay. Kind of stir it around. Okay. It smells fabulous. Just want to dive in there right now. Okay, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of a teaspoon probably of onion powder. Just a little bit. I know I have onions in there, but I'm going to put a little. And if those who don't like onions, you can double up on the onion powder just to get the flavor if you don't want the onions in the meat. But I put both in mine. Okay. And then I will add a little paprika. A little bit of that in there. And then I'm going to put in my kosher salt. And I'll just sprinkle it around in there. That's about a teaspoon. And then you mix this all up together. And then what I do is just kind of taste my meat. And you can just taste and see what you need, what your taste buds require. See how pretty that looks? And then now I'm going to turn my fire up just a little bit to medium. And let it simmer those seasonings in there. And activate all of them in there. see, let me taste a little bit of it. Let's see what it tastes like. Okay. Perfect. Delicious. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is add some rotel tomatoes in here, just probably about a tablespoon. Okay, here's the rotels. I use the original, but you can use the hot. They have extra hot or whatever your little mouth can handle. But I use just original. Okay, and I'll just put about a tablespoon in there. Stir that around in there. You can pour a little of that juice in there. It won't hurt it. And now your meat is ready. You have to turn it on low and let it simmer a little bit. Get all the flavors in there real good. And you have your taco meat. Okay. Then I'll come back when I get ready to put it on the taco shell. Like I said, in the meantime, while this is setting, just cover it up and let it set. Don't let it burn though. So be sure to either turn it off or just turn it on real low. I don't know how different stoves are different. Some lows are just barely on. But I'm going to put just about a fourth a cup of water in there. Keep it from being so dry. Okay, so I'm going to put about a fourth a cup of water in. Okay. Alright, and then stir that on up in there. Okay, and there we go. There's our taco meat. Looking ready for that shell. And like I said, this is the seasonings that you want to use. Is your onion powder, your black pepper, cumin, cayenne pepper if you want. And like I said, you can use a little onion powder, which was here, I'm sorry. I said onion powder. Okay, and then your rotel tomatoes at your choice. Original, hot, medium, whatever. These are the things you put in there. And then your kosher salt to taste. So you can put that in there and taste it and see and add as you need it. So I'm going to let this simmer and I'll come back when I'm ready to plate it. Okay, while you're waiting also, I want to share this. I always get my lettuce and my cheese and everything ready. So for dinner. So I'll get my lettuce and clean it and chop it up. Put my cheese out. You can use any kind of cheese you want on it. Cheddar. I use cheddar and a triple cheese. It's like Monterey Jack and pepper jack, and it's the different ones. But you can use whatever cheese you like. And then I'll use the rest of my rotel tomatoes to top it off. And then we're going to have these black beans to go with it and rice. But I'll bring that back when I'm ready to chow down. I'll let you see it. But in the meantime, be sure to remind you to thumbs up if you like it. Comment, let me know if you like it or what your ingredients were to make your tacos pop. I like to know how you do yours. And subscribe, of course. That way you can get these recipes as I bring them on automatically. If you hit that little bell, it'll come to you automatically. That way you won't have to go in there and search and all that. It'll just come to you. And then you click on it and it'll open up that new recipe. And I don't have a scheduled time that I do recipes, so it's whatever comes on my heart to share. So, like I said, today was Taco Tuesday. So, I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, here's my lettuce and my cheeses and my rotel tomatoes chopped up with a little onions in them. So, I've done that to prepare for these tacos, and I also have my shells ready. So only thing I'm waiting on is my rice to finish cooking and the black beans. And then I will bring it back when it goes to the table. Okay, I'm back and I'm ready to plate. As you can see, I have my black beans and my rice there and my tortilla. And I'm going to show you how I build my taco. Okay, right now, what I want to do, what I like to do with my tacos is I like to add uh, my cheese and my tortilla in this tortilla first. That way it can kind of get melted when I put my meat on there. So I'm going to put my cheese on here like that. And then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of my taco meat. And then I'm going to add my tomatoes, my lettuce, and then I'm going to fold it and it will be ready to eat. Okay, here's my tacos ready to munch down on them. As you can see, I put my cheese in first and then I lined it with meat and the tomatoes and then the lettuce. I have two of them here and I threw in some extra chips and lemon squeeze. And this will have a perfect taco meal. Hope you enjoy it. Have a good day and love, love.